friends, welcome to Pia Majumdar's kitchen today. Apparently we are having some parties this month and birthdays, and I was just thinking to bake a chocolate cake for my husband. So I have it's very much, you can use it in the Black Forest recipe, but it's a basic chocolate cake mixing recipe that I'm sure your family members would enjoy. Here I have with me about 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I already have in my bowl 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder for the dry ingredients. So I put my baking powder, and then I'm going to put in the all-purpose flour. We don't want any lumps to be in there. So just, and the oven is preheated at 180 degrees centigrade or 350 Fahrenheit, and for half an hour before I've already put it on so that it reaches a desired temperature. So I'm just going to take all my flour and sift it through this sieve. Now I do have a self-rising flour. If you use self-rising flour, you do not have to really use the baking soda or the baking powder. That's just for the cake dough to rise. So here I have my dry ingredients. I have the cocoa powder, and we have to mix it very well. All-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and also sugar, about 1 to 1.5. So about 1/2 cup of oil that I'm going to whisk very nicely with the coffee. And also I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of any butter or shortening, but that is optional if you want to add it, because I want to mix both my ingredients. So I'm going to put this in a bowl and give it a light whisk. On speed 2, very light whisk, and you want to clean any mess underneath. At the same time, I'm going to take this and gently fold it in, not whisk. You can save that. You can fold it in the mixture of the cocoa. In baking, the measurements have to be very right, or else it will not rise. And then I'm going to put all this through a sieve. So I'm going to put this in a bowl and give it a light whisk. On speed 2, very light whisk, and you want to clean any mess underneath. At the same time, I'm going to take this and gently fold it in, not whisk. You can save that. You can fold it in the mixture of the cocoa. In baking, the measurements have to be very right, or else it will not rise. And then I'm going to put all this through a sieve. Ingredients. This point of time there is a mess, but you can keep a bowl close to you so that everything gets well incorporated before we actually put it in the oven. I mean, by the look of it, I can tell how rich and thick it will be. And just combine it. The oven is preheating 350 degrees. I'm going to bake this for 40 minutes and it will be in the middle rack of the oven, after which we will come to the process of the icing. For the icing you need 1 cup of water as well, powdered sugar 3 to 4 tablespoons, 2 cups of cream, and for the decoration I'm using some raisins and some chocolates. You can use a slab of any chocolate that you have on hand, dark chocolate, white chocolate or milk chocolate. As you see, the texture is looking very nice and smooth. Wow, look at that. Rich chocolate cake. So here we see that the cake has come out of the oven and it looks gorgeous. And now I'm going to show you the step-by-step process of making the icing with the powdered sugar. And or you can use anything, you can have a substitute. I have a stick of butter and about 1/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. I'm going to take my speed on 1